please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Hi there, good afternoon. You're watching Your Stocks. I'm Mangla Malu. With me is Sumaira. Looking weak for the markets, two-thirds of a percent lower for both Sensex and the Nifty. We're awaiting earnings from Bajaj Auto and we're getting earnings from Bliss GVS Pharma. So we'll keep an eye out on that. 20 crore of net profits as against 9 crores. The stock down 5%. We'll try and get in some more details, but first up, we'll take a look at the headlines, Sumaira.
Yeah, let's do just that. The market builds onto the morning weakness, currently off the session lows.
To our queries, remember this is Friday, so it is a lady special where we take queries from all our female viewers. So joining us today to answer all our female viewers' query, we have Rajesh Agarwal as well as Prakash Gaba. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining in. Let's go to the first one. We have Kritika Sharma writing to us from Mumbai, holds 30 shares of Glenmark Pharmaceutical at 650 rupees for the last 5 months, losing about 4,000 rupees. Short-term investor. So let's take it to Prakash. Prakash, short-term Glenmark Pharma, what's your view?
Short term, I think this is the place where actually it can see a bounce from here. Since it can see a bounce, I would say that don't be a short term investor, hold for long term. The good place if it has to bounce to. So maybe if it goes up, goes to around 600, 610 zones also. Hold for long term.
All right, so that's a word on Glenmark. Hold with a long-term view. Up next, we have a query coming in from Teresa Nelson, who joins us on the telephone line from Kerala. Hi, Teresa. How can we help you?
Yeah, hi. My question is, I'm a long-term investor and 8 months back, I bought 87 shares of Kwality at the rate of 149. And now the price has decreased to 47. So now it is running in a loss. The question is, should I accumulate the current shares? Should I accumulate current shares that the price is very low, or I sell it off, or should I hold it as it is right now? Which one should be the best chance?
Okay, Teresa, I have just one query for you. You have other stocks in your portfolio as well? I mean,
yes, I have.
Okay.
I have other shares also. My husband and I have different shares.
Okay.
But the question is specific about the quality.
About quality.
Right now,
Got it.
prices, yeah.
Rajesh, let me come to you for this. So, Strides Shasan is the stock on our radar, down 20% after what looked like a weak set of numbers. But is there more to it? Ekta, we saw a reaction about 10-13% once the numbers came, but what's what's given this kind of a body blow?
Well, I think it's also the underperformance that Strides has been suffering from for many quarters now, and separately the stock itself has corrected around 35-40% on a year-to-date basis. So if you're talking about an earnings disappointment, it kind of gets exaggerated when the kind of losses that we've seen on the stock have already been to the extent that we've seen for this year. Now, for the earnings in particular, they have disappointed, and there's no two ways about it. They've recorded a net loss this quarter. Their revenues have declined by around 1% and their margins have come in at 13% versus around 19% same time last year. Sorry, I have a lot of calls coming in because of Strides, but nonetheless, separately, we do have the US business which has disappointed. There is their product portfolio, which they have said in terms of the 2 molecules, which have really disappointed this quarter for them. So that is one of the key things which have actually resulted in the US markets declining. And separately, we do have the institutional business, which has really underperformed for them. And that was actually, the signs was visible with Ajanta Pharma, which said that, the ARV and the anti and the tender business when it comes to malaria would definitely show a lot of downside because of the kind of contraction they've seen in the market, and that has come true for Strides as well. So overall, no India business, US has underperformed, plus we have the institutional business which has underperformed. So that seems to be a recipe for the reason of the earnings underperformance.
All right, Ekta, the stock down about 21% as we speak. Just keep an eye out on a couple of these mid-caps. The Reliance Group mid-caps, they spiked in trade yesterday and now just pull up Reliance Communications that entered F&O band, down 43% from the high point of today's trading session. And Reliance Naval and Engineering, the erstwhile Reliance Defense, that one should come up for you too as well, down 30% from highs.
Well, before we got hit by that onslaught of earnings, we were answering a query that had been sent to us by Teresa Nelson. She had called us from Kerala, and her query was on Kwality, which she says she had bought at about 149, which was very, very close actually to its 52-week high. And from there, the stock has actually just seen a one-way slide now down to about levels closer to 40, 45. Prakash, for somebody who's actually bought at the top Kwality, and now is, seeing somewhat 9,000 rupees in terms of losses for her portfolio, what would the advice be? Is there any hope over here? Because the stock just seems to have corrected one way over the last year.
Shumara, I must say with certainty, hope works in life, but hope never works in market. Best is to exit.
Okay, that says it all.
It's a weak structure, absolutely a weak structure. I don't think it's going up.
All right, well, that's the word on Kwality. There's no hope at all in remaining invested. So, Teresa, I hope you were listening to that one. But Mangalam, let me come to you on this. You track Avenue Supermart. The stock is down, I think, in trade. Anything going on?
It's down 5.5% because the company informed the exchanges that promoter Radhakishan Damani will sell 1% stake in the company between May 21st and June 14th. Remember, this is to comply with the minimum public shareholding norms. So this is not by his wish, it is a mandate by SEBI, because promoters must reduce their stake to minimum or at least 75% within 3 years of the company listing. Remember, Avenue Supermart listed last April and the promoters held 82%. So 1% is what he's announced to sell. More can be expected in the next 2 years at least to bring it down to 75%. What's interesting is the timing, May 21st to June 21. Why? June 14th rather. Why? Because 1% stake in Avenue Supermart at current market price is close to around 875 crores. And remember, Nimesh Bhai keeps alerting us that Avenue Supermart will be added on the Morgan Stanley MSCI India Index on June 1. And analysts are expecting a buying of close to around $240 million, which is approximately 1,632 crores on account of this inclusion in MSCI. So we'll need to know whether this sale gets mopped up by the MSCI index followers and the sort of the inflow that we're expecting to see on this stock or not. So let's watch out what the promoter does. But as of now, the stock is down, given the promoter is looking to sell 1% stake in the company. This is by mandate. But with that, I believe we are out of time on your stocks. Stay tuned to CNBC TV18. Remember to log on to cnbctv18.com